All right, time to finish off the show. Rap reactions, a lot of topics, a little bit of time. Take us away. Drink.
Let's roll, baby. The NCAA is considered holding a joint Final Four down the road with the men's and women tournament playing their national semifinals and final games in the same city. Jay, do you like this idea?
I do. If for nothing else, if they have it in the same city, I bet they get the weight rooms right. On Wednesday, Brooklyn Nets superstar Kevin Durant told the media outside pressure will not affect the team's performance on the court this season. Do you agree with him?
No. Outside pressure always affect the team. These professionals, I don't know who they think they be fooling out here. The pressure is what caused anything. That's what caused the big paydays. That's what caused the collapse. That's what caused everything. So yes, it's gonna affect them. Good try, Kevin. Good try. Try it again, buddy. The Atlanta Braves and the Houston Astros clinched their respective divisions on Thursday night. Jay, which team do you consider the bigger postseason threat?
Yeah, I'll go with Houston on that one. I think Atlanta's to be respected with what they've done, especially without the services of Ronald Acuna Jr. But all those trades that they made a trading deadline to just remake that whole outfield. You got Ozzie Albies, you got Austin Riley, Freddie Freeman. Their offense, it's been tremendous. I think their pitching though is probably going to thing that'll have them come up short against Milwaukee. And Houston, I think that's the difference. I think both teams have great offenses. I think Houston's got a little bit better starting pitching, and that's why I'd go with Houston. Los Angeles Lakers superstar LeBron James says the energy at this year's training camp is up significantly over last year's training camp. Do you attribute that more to the longer offseason, or does it have more to do with all LeBron's new teammates?
Yeah, I say both. Long off season for sure. I mean, they only had 71 days last off season, so yeah, good luck with the energy there. You still trying to recover, right? But then you got rid of a lot of guys that you brought in that was just like they got overhyped on their way in. The Mark Russell's, the Dennis Schroeders. Now you got guys that's gonna come in here and they know it's coming to the end. Westbrook, Carmelo, Dwight Howard's second run. Rondo's second run. So you got guys in here that know LeBron he's coming to the end of his run as well. So I think I think both things contribute, and good. I'm glad to see that. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep that energy up and let's turn this into some wins. 76ers big man Joel Embiid described the situation with teammate Ben Simmons as disappointing and kind of borderline disrespectful on Thursday. Is Embiid right?
Oh yeah, for sure. And I think you're seeing now, like when you're seeing more and more public statements being made by guys like this in Philadelphia. Like to me, this just I don't. I think we've reached a point where it's a point of no return. Like Ben Simmons has to go. Some of MB's comments were like, because Ben Simmons said, "Oh, well, I think we've done more to build around Joel Embiid," and MB's like, "No, no, actually, we've done more to build around you, like letting go of my boy Jimmy Butler. We see that how much of a not a great move that was." So, I think MB's absolutely right. The only thing I would say is like, don't give me the kind of borderline crap. When you use like two consecutive adjectives, just say it's disrespectful. That's what you think, and we know it. So, but yeah, I agree with him. I think he's absolutely right. Coast left guard Quentin Nelson will miss his first game of his career on Sunday against the Dolphins after starting the first 51 games of his career. Does this news move the needle in this game, or did you have the Dolphins no matter what?
No, it moves the needle. I don't even got the Dolphins after him not playing. To be honest with you, it's just because the coach offensive line is pretty good, and listen, the Dolphins offensive line is terrible. Like I wouldn't be surprised if Brissett end up on the same stretch of Tua was on. Like that offensive line is terrible. So and the Colts actually play defense. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Colts in the game regardless. But when you got a guy that was a stable of your offensive line like Quentin Nelson was, first round pick, and he never missed a game, it hurts a little bit just because he's missing the game and you're not used to that. So yeah, man. But yeah, I'm taking the Colts in that one for sure. It's been quite a week for the St. Louis Cardinals starter Aaron Wainwright. The 40-year-old received a one-year extension and was announced he'll start the National League wildcard game for the Red Hot Red Birds. Which development is the bigger deal to you, Jay?
Say I'd say starting the National League wildcard game. If you look at this team beginning of the season, I spent some time talking about Jack Flaherty. You had Miles Michaelis as well, and to have a guy who's 40 years of age, who in the past couple of years, I didn't see a whole lot from for him to have such a great season that he did, and now to be starting, the National League wild card game for his team, I think that's a little bit more of a big deal for me than the extension. Madden was nice enough to give Ravens kicker Justin Tucker the prestigious 99 rating after Tucker's record-setting and game-winning 66-yarder that was the difference against the Lions. And he's only the fifth kicker to get the 99 rating in the history of the video game. Big deal, little deal, no deal.
Oh, that's a big deal. You said it. He's only the fifth kicker out of how many kickers we've had in this game since this game been around? He's only the fifth kicker. And listen, if quarterbacks and wide receivers and defensive linemen and linebackers can get mad about it, what kind of kicker? The kicker have responsibility too. I know people say a kicker's not a real position. All right, until you don't got one, right? And then you tell me how real that position is then, right? So I think it's a big deal for Justin Tucker, man. And I think Madden got it right. I think he deserves to be a 99 player because he's pretty automatic, and he's been doing it for a long time. Golden State forward Draymond Green said he doesn't believe that it's his place to lobby teammate Andrew Wiggins to get the COVID vaccine. Do you agree with him?
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is something we've hammered pretty good in our previous shows. I'm not going to get into it, all that much, but I will say I thought, I read some of Draymond Green's comments. He was pretty thorough on this during his media session. This is probably the topic he devoted the most time to. I'd encourage anybody if you got time to go back and listen what he said. Pretty common sense stuff to me. Last one tomorrow evening, it's UFC Vegas 38, Santos versus Walker on ESPN and ESPN Plus at the UFC Apex in Las Vegas. The main event is a light heavyweight fight between the number 5 ranked contender, Thiago Santos, and the number 10 ranked contender, Johnny Walker. Drink, who you got?
This is a tough one. I'm gonna take Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker been on like a 2-fight losing streak. Thiago Santos, he just came off a loss himself. However, the problem is I think Santos is a bit of like long layoff rust. Johnny Walker was a bit of, he got out to a hot start and then he got neutralized. So with all that said, I think Johnny Walker is going to get back to the winning snide. I'm going to take him by submission. And I'm going to take him as the winner of that fight.
All right, well, that concludes tonight's Drink of Wisdom. As always, like, listen, share, subscribe. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jay Watts.
And I'm Nathan Drinker. And remember, make tomorrow better than today and make today better than yesterday. And you know what we gonna do. We gonna holler at you until next time, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, this is